Hello, so today I'll show you how to make a Pigling trader, but this time we are using the angering mechanics in which we basically anger the pigment and he instantly completes a trade. So over here we will be moving these gold blocks to anger the pigment. In this design I'm just using one pigment, but you can use multiple, and you need to have just as many droppers as many pigment you add into the system. So right now I have just one, and I'll show you how this works. So as I saw a few more people make this, but the basic problem was a collection system. There was no reliable collection system for this Piglin trader, so I made this. This is just a 6 long path of ice with slime blocks at the edges. So let me show you how this works. We have this dropper full of 9 stacks of gold, or 1 gold block. So let me show you how this thing works. So first let's start the collection system, then let's start this. So as you can see, as soon as the gold drops, it is instantly traded. Uh, these pistons constantly keep angering the pigment. Meanwhile, this dropper constantly drops gold, and this collection system basically keeps pushing the items on this ice path, and meanwhile the items disappear. Now these items are basically sucked by these hopper mine carts, which then redirect the item into any sort of item collection system you make. Now how exactly this thing works? We have two observers facing each other, making a clock. The two outputs of observer, we are using the two outputs. So basically the upper output is powering this piston, while the lower output is powering this piston. Now keep in mind, if you use both outputs on the same piston, then this thing will not work. So we have one output powering one piston, other output powering other piston, and then we have both the outputs uniting to power this dropper. Now as you can see, the gold is consumed really fast in this, and when I tested this around 3 to 5 times, I got 200 plus trades per minute, and sometimes it was 203, sometimes 201, but it was always 200 plus trades. Now this also, I'm not sure, but might be dependent on your device performance. Sometimes due to lag, the system can slow down because it's using observer, and observer clocks sometimes break depending on your device. And this collection system, you can add more piglings. So each time you add one more pigling, you need to add one more dropper to double the rate. And each time you add more pigling, and the more you get and you increase the rate, so you need to also increase the collection system. So you just need to expand this sim, and this collection system is quite simply expandable. The items can slide up to a long distance, so you can make this collection system as big as you want. So let me now show you this design working in my survival world. So we are here in our Mooncraft SMP world. You can see this is my base. So let's get to the nether. Okay. So here you can see I made the same piglin trader, Here we have the same collection system, and let me show you exactly the same system over here. Now let me just fill this up, just a second. Okay, so let me throw a bunch of items. Basically, okay. Now let's fill the dropper. Okay, done. So now let's start the system. You can see it works absolutely fine in survival too, and you can see we got a glass pane below the pigling. So what basically this does is it allows the piglin to stay up. That means it does not allow the piglin to fall down, but the items do fall down. Now if you use a block to the sides of the glass pane, the block will make the glass pane wider and cause the items to get stuck in there. So I used pistons to constantly push the items if any of them get stuck on the side, and then this piston just shoots the item. Yeah, you know the rest. So I'll show you my collection system. This is basically, I'm using, I guess, 30 chests here. You can see you get quite a lot of stuff from here. Now many of the items were used by me, so you won't be able to see all the items that we got here. You can see the storage is getting full pretty quickly, and to be honest, I have just used a dropper full of gold at least 3 times now, and the storage system is, we are already falling low on the storage system. So that's enough to explain how insane this farm is. So good luck with that.